pace. Loses it. Doyle slams it home. The crowd rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year. And we welcome you to Rockridge High School and Taylor Ridge, Illinois, as the Macomb Bombers are set to face the Rockridge Rockets in an old school Olympic Conference matchup tonight. Good evening, everybody. Great to have you with us. Justice Keene, glad to be with you tonight as we get set for this old Olympic Conference rivalry between these two ball clubs. The only meeting between these two teams this year, as they only meet once in the regular season, and then the only possible way these two teams would meet up again would be in a Class 2A sectional at Illinois Valley Central. Once again, good evening, everybody. Welcome to live coverage of Macomb Bomber basketball. 16-7 Macomb and Rockridge set to go at it here in a little over 20 minutes from now. Great to have you with us as we get set for this old Olympic Conference rivalry. The Macomb Bombers coming in after picking up their 16th win of the campaign last Friday against the Havana Ducks, a 20-point victory, 53-33. That game on Friday night, Drew Watson and Nick Elby the leading scorers. Elby leads it with 17 and Watson with 11. Nice performance from Nick Elby, a key to that ball game, big-time performance from the post, giving the Bombers a 16th win on their campaign and keeping them undefeated in the Prairie Land Conference in their side of the division, as they climb closer and closer to that Prairie Land Conference crown again this year. Another conference game coming up on Friday, and then what is going to end up being the conference championship will be the following Wednesday, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday against Illini West. That's set to be a thriller, the rivalry between Macomb and Illini West. A little over 2 minutes left, a little under 2 minutes rather, left in our junior varsity contest. The Bombers in front right now, 37-28 in the JV game. So under 2 minutes away from the 15-minute clock of Macomb and Rockridge. We'll take our first break on our MDH pregame show. A lot more to come. We'll preview these two ball clubs, talk our keys to the game, and talk a little about the last couple of meetings between these two ball clubs as well on our MDH pregame show on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
We're back with you in Rockridge as the Bombers and the Rockets set to go at it here in a little over 20 minutes time. Great to have you with us on our MDH pregame show. Again, these two ball clubs meeting up here for the first time since that showdown last year in the regional final. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a couple of minutes. Rockridge, a rebuilding year for sure. 3-16 on the campaign, but a lot of close games over their last 5, and a lot different since Christmas, but only 3 wins on the campaign this year for the Rockets under head coach Jordan Harris. 3rd season at the helm. Obviously a Sweet 16 appearance in its first year, and then last year losing in the regional championship to Macomb. Obviously, Macomb has been the last game for Rockridge the last 2 seasons, both in the regional final and the sectional final. So Jordan Harris has kind of not been able to find a way to get over the Bombers when it comes to the postseason. Jordan Harris took over for longtime head coach Andy Say, who took the Rockets to state twice, 2022 and 2023, 2 fourth-place finishes there. Both those games played in Champaign. Saw them over there a couple of different times, but twice in the Andy Say era. And obviously a couple of times as well in the Toby Whiteman era before that. Talk a little bit about that in a little bit. Last few games for the Rockridge Rockets, a 2-point loss against Riverdale, 57-55 on the 30th of January, and then Rock Falls, a 73-65 loss on the 28th, and then Sherrard, big deficit there, 67-49. Sherrard arguably going to be, no doubt, the 1 seed in that side of the subsectional with where Rockridge is on their side. Upcoming for the Rockets, a matchup with Mercer County in conference play, and then 2 other conference opponents in Newman Central Catholic and the Orion Chargers. Rockridge is a Class 2A regional host on the opposite subsectional side that Macomb is in. So Rockridge will host a Class 2A regional next month, or this month rather, at the end of the month, with the rest of those teams in that subsectional. The Bombers, upcoming for them, a trip to Astoria on Friday to play South Fulton in conference play, and then a road trip on Saturday to IVC, and then next Wednesday the home kind of that rivalry game with Illini West, set to be a showdown at the hangar. A lot of excitement building for that one in what is set to be a really good Class 2A clash. They're just a couple of weeks ahead of the IHSA postseason. We're going to take another break. When we return, we'll have more on the last couple of meetings between these 2 ball clubs. It's Macomb and Rockridge here in what used to be Olympic Conference play from Rockridge High School after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy 1 patient at a time.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy 1 patient at a time.
Justice Keene back with you here in Rockridge. Great to have you with us tonight. It's old school Olympic Conference basketball from Rockridge tonight. Macomb and the Rockets set to go at it here in under 15 minutes. Last 3 matchups between these 2 ball clubs have been all 3 in championship games. The most recent, March 1st, 2025, a 42-41 victory for the Macomb Bombers to win their first regional at home since 03-04. A stunner in Macomb at the hangar, arguably one of the best games in the history of that gym. 42-41, Macomb wins it on a last-second layup from none other than Nolan Hogue. Watson to Hogue to put it in, and they knock off the Rockets in their own regional on their home floor, that on March 1st, 2025. The year before, that, of course, was the Elite 8 run for the Macomb Bombers. March 2nd, 2024, Macomb knocks off Rockridge in the Sweet 16, the sectional final there in Canton, 54-38. And then before that, well, the only game Rockridge won in the last 3 meetings between these ball clubs, 36-33 in December of 2023 to claim the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament championship. And that game also another tight one there. So some really good games over the last couple of years between these 2 ball clubs. Bomber Nation checking in with us tonight. Quincy, Illinois, Macomb, as well as Taylorville, Illinois. They say they're in a meeting. Bedford, Texas, class of 1970. As well as Adair, Illinois, Orlando, Florida with us tonight. Viewers with us as well tonight in Chillicothe, Illinois. Great to have you with us. Another one in Florida with us tonight, as well as Keep scrolling here tonight. Teutopolis, Danville, Illinois, as well as Springfield, San Antonio, Texas, Anna Marie, Florida, Chandler, Arizona, Sterling, Illinois, Mattoon, Illinois, Paris, Illinois, Waterloo, Illinois, as well as Marco Island, Florida, Mahomet, Illinois, Louisville, Kentucky, Florida, Leroy, Illinois, and well as Pittsfield, Illinois. Great to have you with us as we get set for Macomb and Rockridge, this old Olympic school conference battle. We're going to take another break. When we return, Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson will join us, get his thoughts on the matchup tonight with the Rockridge Rockets after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Join you back here in Rockridge. It's our pregame show. Macomb and Rockridge, old Olympic Conference matchup tonight here in Taylor Ridge, joined by Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. Our visit with the coach on our McDonough District Hospital pregame show. And coach, it's an old school Olympic Conference game tonight, and the rivalry back over the last couple of years with Rockridge. A lot of championship appearances between these two programs.
Yeah, we've had a history of playing them these last couple of years, at the holiday tournament and the postseason, so we're pretty familiar with each other. I think that'll lend a little bit to the scouting report as far as that's concerned, but a lot of different faces, right? Rockridge lost a lot at graduation. They really only have one of their main guys back from last year. We obviously lost a lot to graduation, but have some guys that are really stepping up and filling some roles. But I think it'll be a really good game.
Obviously, a game we picked up on the schedule for this year, along with Sherrard and Beardstown and a couple of other of those games. And it helps when you have the Macomb connection over here and Brock Boehner as their athletic director. Long tenure on your staff and still a guy that everybody in Macomb has a great relationship with.
Oh, absolutely. Brock's a great man. I was really, really sad to see him go, but I knew that it was a good move for him and his family. It's fun to see him. It's fun. I still talk to him all the time. I still shoot ideas off of him all the time. And so it's a little bittersweet for me to see him. I wish him the best success, but man, I wish he was still with us. But it's kind of neat to have him here and to be able to have that connection between the schools.
This Rockridge team maybe not has the amount of wins they won on the year, but they're starting to get into ball games as we get closer and closer to March. What can you tell us about this Rockridge team with a younger roster this year?
Well, I think they're really well coached. You can tell that they've really improved a lot since even the holiday tournament time. They run really good actions. They're just playing a lot of younger guys up on the varsity, which is going to be a challenge for them, especially with the schedule that they play. Their league is really tough. They play home and home with a lot of good teams, and so they have night in, night out to be ready to compete. One of the games I just watched them play was against Riverdale. They came right down to the very end. Rockridge could have very easily won that game, and I think they've had several really close games like that as of late. Though you see that improvement, that's a mark of a good ball club, and so I think we're going to have a handful tonight.
Offensively for us against Havana the other night, it was Nick Elby, the man who stepped up, and really a good contest for him. He had 17 points and was big in the paint. How can you use him effectively tonight?
Yeah, I think our guards are doing a nice job of trying to get the ball down inside to him, a little bit more confidence as far as he's going to be able to score once he gets it down there. Hopefully we can continue to do that. I think matchups might be a little bit different tonight and maybe a little bit tougher for him, depending on who's in the game for Rockridge as far as Nick's defensive assignment. So that's something we're going to have to keep our eyes on. But we want to definitely keep trying to get that ball down close to the basket and play from the inside out. Nick and Nolan both have been doing a good job lately of being able to score down in there.
Defensively for us tonight, what's it take to get a win?
Well, we're going to have to be really tough. I thought we played really good defense against Havana. I thought we were really locked in, and I think that's going to be a key to this team's success throughout the rest of the season. We're not going to go out and really outscore anybody. We're going to have to try to hold teams down. And tonight, like I said, they run really good actions, and so we're going to have to be constantly aware, especially when we're off the ball, being ready to help. We're going to have to make sure that we're watching that number 24 because he's a really high-profile scorer. We're going to have to do a good job on him as a team. We can't just rely on one guy to try to stop him because I don't think we have that capability. So we're going to have to be locked in like we were against Havana and be able to go out and do the things that we talked about in practice and maybe, make sure that they don't get any really good, clean looks from threes because they have a tendency to knock those down.
We get later and later here into the season, and we're kind of starting to stack those games in the week. Scheduled to play 3 this week. It'll be the first time here in the new year. We're going to get 3 in 1 week.
So how do you guys kind of handle that as we get closer and closer to the postseason?
Well, it's really tough. It is. Preparation times become absolutely vital, and sometimes it's a challenge for us to prepare. And so we need to make sure that we're locked in practices. I think Friday night on the road is going to be an interesting situation. I'm not sure exactly what we're going to get there, but we're going to go into that with a mindset of we got to keep trying to get better all the time. And then Saturday on the road at IBC, that's going to be a really tough game. They're big, strong, athletic. They have a lot of guys that they can rotate in, and so a long road trip, that's going to be really interesting to see how we come out of that. But it's all about trying to keep getting better, right? You got to work on what you did well in the last game and keep doing it so you get great at it. And then you got to look at what you didn't do so well and try to get better at that as you go. And it's going to be tough because you don't have a lot of preparation time. And so you're going to have to rely on the habits that you've built throughout the course of the season.
Give us your keys to the game for tonight.
Well, we got to get back in transition. We got to be ready to guard right away. We got to make sure that we're helping a lot on number 24, not give him a lot of clean looks inside, be able to get out on their three-point shooters, and like we always talk about, just give them one contested shot. Then offensively, we got to keep moving the ball, right? The possessions that we have where we get the ball swinging and we get guys moving are the possessions that work out the best for us. And so we got to have that mentality if we're going to find the best available shot.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our McDonough District Hospital pregame show. We'll take another break back in Taylor Ridge. It's Macomb and Rockridge. After this, you're watching Macomb basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staffer. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
We're back on our MDH pregame show. It's Macomb and Rockridge from Taylor Ridge here tonight, and Rocket Country, as it says, right across the floor there, 4:45 away from the opening tap between these two ball clubs tonight. Let's take a look at our keys to the game for tonight against the Rockridge Rockets. Number one for us tonight, defensive intensity from the opening tip. Rockridge is a team that you really got to shut down. They've been that way in the past. They're the same way this year. Let's find a way to shut them down from all areas around the night, all night long. Number two for us tonight, we got to attack the boards on both ends. So let's get the rebounds. Let's do what we do in the paint. We got to use our post players to our advantage. Nick Elby was huge in the game against Havana. Same story tonight. We're going to need a big game out of him and Nolan Hogue, who's back from that kind of that hit in the face he took late in that Havana game. So good to have him healthy. Everybody ready to go tonight. Number three, we got to win the turnover battle. Same old, same old. You got to win the turnover battle if you want to win games just like this tonight in old Olympic Conference style contest. It's going to be intense. It's going to be up and down, but you got to win the turnover battle in the end of the night. That is the keys to the game for a victory here in Rockridge tonight. 3:45 away from the opening tip. One final break. When we return, the opening introductions from Rockridge. This has been the McDonough District Hospital pregame show on the Bombers Sports Network.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, X-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
With you in Rockridge tonight, getting set for this battle between these two programs. The last three appearances, all three of those in championship games. Of course, if you remember way back in the early 2010s, of course, you had Ethan Happ playing here at Rockridge, played under Toby Whiteman for both those state tournament teams in 15 and 16, 31-2 and 28-5, and he was the standout up at Wisconsin with Bo Ryan, and really, really good player. And really good D1 player, played in the Big Ten, and was a standout here at Rockridge. Toby Whiteman, obviously, now with former Rockridge head coach Andy Say. Both the former Rockridge coaches, they're over at United Township now, having success. So our best to them. Toby Whiteman, of course, won 31-20 from 2011 to 2016, leading the program. Multiple regionals and sectionals, and then 2 state trophies. A third place finish in 2015. They went 31-2, and then in 2016, that was the runner-up finish, and they got to that state title game, of course, with the shot heard around the world. The full court, or maybe 3/4 court, but take it what you want. Full court shot there in Carver Arena in downtown Peoria. It dropped. Carson Franks just drained it. It was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. Ashley was there. We were sitting in the end zone of the gym. It was unbelievable. Watch that thing drop, and the place went crazy. Rockridge goes on to a runner-up finish in 2016 in the state tournament. We're ready to get our opening introductions and starting lineups. We will send it down to the PA announcer here in Rockridge and meet the starting lineups and our national anthem here from Rockridge. This has been the MDH pregame show. Again, great to have you with us here. Former Olympic Conference basketball here tonight. And obviously the athletic director over here now is Brock Boehner, former Bomber coach of all sorts of different sports. So great to see him, catch up with him before the game. And they're doing great over here. He's doing a great job as their athletic director, and wish him nothing but the best. Great legacy he left at Bomber Country, and all the great work he did, not only coaching the teams, but also in the administrative side as well, leading the middle school there in Macomb for a couple of years, and at the junior high level. So they're doing great. Good to see him before tip-off and catch up a little bit. He is in the house tonight running the show here in Rockridge. We're ready to get underway with the opening introductions here momentarily. Bombers and the Rockets here at Rockridge High School, and we will go to our PA announcer for the opening introductions.
Welcome to tonight's high school basketball matchup between Macomb and Rockridge. We ask at this time if you are able to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Ready to go from Rockridge High School. It's the Bombers and it's the Rockets here. Non-conference action, of course, formerly a conference game. Great to have you with us tonight here. Justice Keene with you tonight. We get ready for the starting lineups. The Macomb Bombers with their traditional 5. No surprises here. Drew Watson and Carter Havens at the point guard with Isaac Lineball there too, and Elbian Hogue at the post. Jeremy Anderson, the head coach of the 16-7 Macomb Bombers. For the Rockridge Rockets, Lucas McKay, Chase Wheatley, Cade Furr, Rylan Daly, and Wade Richhart. Returning player Wade Richhart from last year's team, Jordan Harris, head coach of Rockridge, third year at the helm of the program. So the Bombers and the Rockets will get introduced here, and Bombers on the road again, back on the road again Friday and Saturday at Astoria, and then a trip also to IVC in Chillicothe. That game on Saturday night. The lights go dim, and we will meet the Rockridge Rockets. Before we do, though, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station identification. This is Bomber basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
The Rockets will get introduced here in front of their hometown faithful, and the spotlight get its Rockridge and Macomb first regular season meeting since the 2012-2013 season. That game was played here in Rockridge, so that was Jeremy Anderson's first year as the head coach. So there has not been a regular season meeting in non-tournament play or anything like that since the early part of the 2010s. So great that we're able to get this rivalry back going again, and it will be a good one tonight here in Rockridge. Bombers and the Rockets set to go here from Rockridge High School. Great to have you with us. Thanks for spending your Tuesday night with us. One of 3 games for you on the BSN this week as we get ready to go from Rockridge. Nolan Hogue out there for the Bombers in the visiting blacks with the orange and white trim. Rockridge in the home whites with the maroon and gold trim. Wade Richart and Nolan Hogue out at center floor for the opening tap. 8 minutes on the clock. Bombers, Rockets. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network. Up and underway, and the Rockets control the opening tap. It'll move from our left to right as we see it from the perch here at Rockridge High School, underway in this former conference matchup in Rockridge tonight. Rockets open with the first possession. Rylan Daly out there in the front court, as well as Chase Wheatley at the top of the key. Feeds right side and finds Daly. 7:30 to play, just getting underway here in Rockridge tonight between the Bombers and the Rockets. Wheatley out of the top of the key, now right court for Lucas McKay. Rockets will move it around the outside perimeter as we approach the 7-minute mark. About 60 seconds into the opening quarter between these two ball clubs. Wade Richart, top of the key now is Cade Furr. Rockets will run the offense. In the lane for Wheatley, ahead to McKay, pulls up jumper, no good from 15 feet, rebound Nolan Hogue, and the Bombers right to left. Watson across the timeline, nearly gets tripped up. And the Bombers will run their offense here. Left corner is Carter Havens. Back top of the key is Drew Watson. Watson, none of the right court. Dribble drive in the lane now. Puts up a floater off the back iron and in. And the Bombers will strike first in this contest tonight. A 2-0 start for the Macomb Bombers. Left front court, Chase Wheatley drives. Puts up a floater off the front of the rim. No good. Ball comes out loose. It's secured by Nick Elby. Ahead to Watson out on the right front court for the Bombers, right on the Rockets logo in the right side of the floor. Now left corner is Carter Havens. Top of the key is Drew Watson with 6:15 to play in the opening quarter. Watson now top of the key, Havens in line ball. Approaching the 6-minute mark of the first quarter here in Rockridge tonight. Pull-up jumper, top of the key, 3 ball. It's Drew Watson. It's a 5-0 run to start the game for the Macomb Bombers. All 5 from Watson here as we get underway. Rockets will take it back. Chase Wheatley on the midcourt logo with 5:50 to play in the opening quarter. No shot clocks being used tonight here in Rockridge, even though they're on in the gym. Daly, right corner. Now to Richard at the top of the key, switches. Wheatley with it. Back right corner now, Daly. Rockets will move it around the outside with 5.5 to play in the opening quarter. 5-0 start here for the Macomb Bombers on the road tonight. Corner 3 on the way, no good from the left side for the Rockets. Rebound Watson in the right corner. Cross ahead, up to intended for Elby. Knocked out of bounds, and it will be back to Rockridge at the 5:20 mark of the opening quarter. 5-0 Bombers, and it'll be in the backcourt for the Rockets. Cross court now for Chase Wheatley. Wheatley into the front court, switches to Daly. Wheatley with it, out front. Left corner, Lucas McKay. Pull-up jumper, missed it. Inside, Richard grabs it in the lane with Nolan Hogue on the defensive end. Puts one up, misses it. Rebound, Drew Watson. And the Macomb Bombers, Jeremy Anderson calling plays from the bench. 4:50 to play in the opening quarter. 5-0 run here start for the Macomb Bombers. Hogue in the lane, Nick Elby to put it up the back iron, missed it. Didn't touch the rim. Rebound Rockets. Ahead for Furr. Furr, dribble drive in the lane, puts up a floater off the corner. Missed it. Rebound Elby, tapped out of his hands, and Watson will pick it up and go with it. Right corner Watson out to line ball. Line ball near the volleyball line at the center court with 4:25 to play in the opening quarter. Right corner Nick Elby. Elby to Watson at the top of the key. Watson with it, 4:18 to go here. Nolan Hogue out of the free throw line. Back left corner is Isaac Lineball. Hogue with it, right corner Drew Watson. 4:05 to play in the opening quarter. Right corner Carter Havens to line ball for three. Missed it. In and out, used every part of the rim. Rebound Rockridge Rockets. Wade Richart with it with 3:57 to play in the first quarter. Richart to the corner. Back into the hands of Richart. 3:50 to play in the first quarter. Wheatley drives, kicks out Richart for three. Got it. Wade Richart will put up the first basket for the Rockets tonight. And that makes it a one-possession game again, 5-3. Bombers still with a 2-point advantage here on the road tonight at Rockridge. Left corner, Nolan Hogue tapped out of the hands of Isaac Lineball at the top of the key. Daly with it in the corner, loses it, out of bounds, and it will stay with Rockridge. Kellen Martin and Cooper Hobson, first rotation in for Elby and Lineball. They'll take a seat. 3:25 to play here in the opening quarter. Great to have you with us. Non-conference game here in Rockridge tonight between the Bombers and the Rockets. Bell with it. He'll switch and find Wheatley in the left corner. 3:15 to play in the first in the lane now. Ball comes out loose. Kellen Martin trying to get a hand on it in the left corner, out of bounds. And I believe he said it's going to be Rockridge basketball. Timeout. Before that, Jordan Harris will take his first of the night. 5-3 Bombers with 3:07 to play in the first quarter on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today.
Fresh, local, and convenient. At Jackson Street Market, we've got everything you need. From the daily essentials and friendly service, stop in today and see why we're more than just a market. We're your neighborhood store. Jackson Street Market, right around the corner. Always here for you.
Out of Jordan Harris's first time out, here's the inbound pass ahead of the top of the key for Chase Wheatley. Right corner three on the way, no good for Lucas McKay. And the Bombers back on the offensive end. Watson will bring it up across the midcourt logo for the orange, black, and white. Top of the key is Nolan Hogue. 2:50 to play in the opening quarter. 5-3, 2-point lead for the Bombers here tonight. Right corner three, Martin missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Rockets in the lane. It's Wade Richart. Intercepted near midcourt for Kellen Martin. Bounce pass in the lane to big man Nolan Hogue to put it up and in. Extends the lead back to 4, 7-3. And Hogue on the board for the first time tonight. Watson and Hogue with all 7. Now for Macomb tonight. 2:25 to play in the first quarter. Left court is Lucas McKay. McKay on the outside perimeter with 2:15 to play. Now top of the key is Bell. Right corner, Daly with it. Back out to Richart with 2:09 to play. 7-3 advantage for the Bombers. Wheatley out of the right block for Richart. Back left corner three on the way. It's good. Daly puts it in, and we have a 1-point game. 7-6. Smallest lead of the night now for the Macomb Bombers. 1:45 to play in the opening quarter. Right corner drive from Kellen Martin to the basket, up and good for Carter Havens. Lays it up and in. And the lead is back at 3, 9-6. The Rockets will take it back with 1:30 to play. Back and forth we go. The Rockets and Bombers exchanging baskets. Chase Wheatley at the top of the key with Wade Richart on the help. $1:18 to play in the first quarter. Daniel Bell with it. Outside is Daly. Daly to the basket and missed it. Off the back iron and no good. Rebound Cooper Hobson to Drew Watson. Watson up across the timeline. drives it into the front to Hogue, and Havens in the left corner now. 60 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Kellen Martin at the free throw line. Back out top of the key, Carter Havens. 9-6, Macomb by 3 with 52 seconds left in the first quarter. Kellen Martin at the top. Left corner 3, Nolan Hogue, he buried it. 12-6. And the lead will be 6 for the Macomb Bombers with a Hogue 3 ball. He's got 5 now on the night. 12-6 Bombers with 35 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Daniel Bell with it outside. Ahead to Daly. Daly loses it off his foot, out of bounds, back to Macomb. 29-6 to play. Hayden Katz will come into the ballgame for the Macomb Bombers. Under 30 seconds to go here. Nick Elby will also return for Macomb. In for Nolan Hogue. Drew Watson take a seat. Katz is in for him with 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Hayden Katz will bring it up for the Macomb Bombers here. 12-6, Macomb in front. 20 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Out top is Nick Elby in the lane. Now to the right corner for Hayden Katz with 14 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Back outside, Carter Havens. Hogue, or Elby rather, down low intended for Katz, knocked out of bounds. And the clock kept running here. They're going to have to put some time back up. Got it at 4.1 right now. I think it's going to be a couple more seconds than that. They're going to talk about it, see what they come up with. Call the other official in from the baseline. Now we're up to 7 seconds. So 7 seconds left here is what they'll reset the clock to. 12-6 Bombers here. Last possession of the first quarter will be Macomb's. They got all 7 seconds to work with. Left corner, Nick Elby. Out top is Hayden Katz with 3 seconds. In the lane, Havens in trouble. Turnaround toss-up, missed it. Off the back iron, put up Hobson, missed it. 12-6 at the end of one. Macomb in front of the Rockridge Rockets on the road on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today. Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Second quarter action about to commence here in Rockridge. It's a 12-6 advantage for the Macomb Bombers after one quarter of play. Macomb will have the basketball out of the quarter break here. About 20 seconds left in the in-quarter break. It's 12-6, Macomb in front tonight. Here on the road, one of 3 games this week. South Fulton Friday, IVC Saturday. So quick turnaround over the next 2 for this Macomb team, and they're going to have to be ready to go Friday, Saturday. So really the quick turnaround after Friday night, and then you go into a big game with IVC on Saturday, and we've saw some really close games between Macomb and IVC over the last couple of years. Waiting on the clock to reset here in Rockridge for the second quarter. There we go. Ready to go here, Bomber basketball from the cross court here. 12-6, Isaac Lineball will be on the inbound pass into Watson. The clock starts and we are underway. 12-6 Bombers as we get the second quarter started here at Rockridge High School. Left corner is Isaac Lineball. Right in the lane to Kellen Martin. Good pass. Up and in, and the Bombers will strike first in quarter number 2. Kellen Martin on the board for the first time tonight. Puts it up and in. 14-6. Macomb in front. 7:35 to play here in the first half. 14-6 Bombers. Out top is McKay. Out to Chase Wheatley. Wheatley to Lucas McKay. Out in the left court for the Rockets. Out of the right corner drive from McKay to the free throw line. Out to Rich Hart. Corner 3 on the way. No good for Wheatley. Baseline pass knocked back in, and Isaac Lineball scoops it up. Left corner 3, Nolan Hogue misses it. Rebound in the lane from Kellen Martin under some pressure. Out to Hogue, back to Martin. Martin in the lane, puts up a hook. He got it. 16-6, the lead to 10. What do we got? I'm not sure what that was. If it was a delay game warning or what it was, the basket will count. 16-6, the Bombers have a double-digit lead on the road in Rockridge. Now what do we got? We got a timeout called by Rockridge, I think. So it'll be a full timeout. Jordan Harris will take his second timeout of the night. We'll take one as well. You're watching Macomb basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credits.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Back at Rockridge High School, great to have you with us tonight. 16-6, a 10-point lead, the largest of the night for the Macomb Bombers here on the road. All three on the road this week, so Macomb's used to playing on it. Only their third home game the other night, and that was against the Havana Ducks, a 20-point win there. But a couple upcoming at home to close out the season with Illini West, as well as Camp Point Central and Monmouth Roseville. As we continue to wind down the regular season, and we'll head into America's original March Madness at the end of the month as we get closer and closer to the IHSA postseason. Out of the timeout for the Rockridge Rockets, Lucas McKay out there with it. Now with Cade Furr. Furr to the top of the key. He'll find Lucas McKay, and the Rockets will run their offense here. 6.5 to go in the first half. Down double digits for the first time tonight. Dribble drive to the top of the key for Furr. He'll switch with Lucas McKay out in front. Isaac Lineball in the defensive end for the Bombers. Up in the D with Martin and Lineball out front for the Bombers. Now Furr with it at the top of the key. Right corner drive from Wheatley. Wheatley under some pressure. Back out to Richard. In the lane, knocked off his foot, out of bounds, and it will be back to Macomb. 6:09 to play in the first half. 16-6, Bombers with a 10-point advantage. So out of bounds from the baseline here momentarily. Isaac Lineball will inbound it to Drew Watson here in the backcourt. 6:09 to play in the first half. 16-6, Bombers lead it by 10. Watson across the timeline to the left corner and find Nolan Hogue. Back top for Isaac Lineball into the right corner is Nick Elby. Out front, Watson will pull up for three. Missed it. Off the left side of the rim and no good. 5:50 to play, 16-6. Macomb in front on the road. Out top is Wilkerson to the corner and Lucas McKay. McKay out front to Wade Richhart. Richhart ahead to Wilkerson. Wilkerson drives under some pressure from Elby. Out front is Richhart and Daly. Jeremy Anderson up, telling his guys to up the pressure on the defensive end. 5:23 to play. Dribble drive for Wilkerson. In the lane under pressure. Back out Cade Furr with it. Drive from Richhart. Loses it. Knocked into the hands of Wilkerson. Back out to the left corner. They'll find Daly. 5:09 to play, and the Rockets will be forced to reset out in front. Three ball from the corner in the right side. No good for Daly in the rebound to Nolan Hogue and the Macomb Bombers. 4:55 to play in the first half. 16-6. Left corner is Carter Havens. Out front, Watson for three. Missed it. Round the rim and no good, and a foul in the lane against the Rockridge Rockets. Our first foul of the night. Cam Wilkerson, he'll pick up the foul, his first, team first as well, and LB will shoot our first free throws of the night for the Macomb Bombers. 4:48 to play in the first half. The first one up and good. Nick LB puts it up and through. The second one up, in and out, no good. Used every part of the rim. Rebound, Macomb Bombers. Hogue out to Watson in the right corner. Wide open three ball. Missed it. in the lane. Line ball tangled up in a jump ball tie-up. Back to Rockridge at the 4:40 mark of the second quarter. So Rocket basketball from the backcourt here. 4:35 to play in the first half. 17-6, Bombers in front by 11. Knocked back into the hands of Carter Havens. Havens from the backcourt to the front court for Nolan Hogue, and he's going to be fouled in the lane. Rockridge's second team foul of the quarter into the night. And that will be against Ryland Daly. Be his first, team second. And Nolan Hogue will shoot 2 for Macomb. The first one up for Hogue. He missed it off the back iron and no good. 4:28 left in the first half. Halftime report coming up next. 4:28 to play till the halftime break. So one more left for Hogue here. The second one up. Missed them both. Knocked into the hands of Lineball in the right corner. Escapes it. Havens at the free throw line. Back to the left front court. Watson will bury a three. 20-6. And Drew Watson, first three ball of the second quarter. Second one of the night. Bombers lead it. 4:07 to play in the first half. 20-6, Macomb in front. Cade Furr with it. Out in the front court. What do we got? Officials are going to come together and confer. They're going to say traveling violation, and it will be back to Macomb. From the backcourt here, 4 minutes to play in the first half. .355 to play here, 20-6, Macomb in front of Rockridge. Tonight on the road. In the lane, Elby puts it up, missed it. Rebound in the lane for Bell, and holding foul against Macomb, Nick Elby, his first, team first. So back to Rockridge here in the backcourt, 20-6, 3:40 to play in the first half. Wilkerson in the corner. Out top is Daniel Bell. Back left corner is McKay. Back into the front for Chase Wheatley. Wheatley to Wilkerson, 3:25 to play. 20-6, Bombers in front of the Rockets tonight on the road. Corner three on the way, no good for Cade Furr. Rebound out in the front court for Daniel Bell. Rockets will reset with Chase Wheatley at the top of the key with 3:08 to play in the first half. Wilkerson drives to the basket, swatted out and rebound Isaac Lineball. Lineball ahead to Hogue. Bombers will take it. Free throw line Hogue. Back right corner for Carter Havens for three, and he buried it. 23-6. Carter Havens with 5 tonight. And the Bombers keep extending their lead here on the road. 2:40 to play. Rockridge yet to score here in the second quarter. Bombers have held them scoreless. Out front is Daniel Bell. Right corner is Lucas McKay. McKay dribble drive and a foul. Be out of bounds for the Rockets. Isaac Lineball will be charged with that foul. His first, team second. And it'll be out of bounds for the Rockets here. 23-6, Macomb in front here. And it'll be on the baseline for the Rockets. 2.5 to play. Out of bounds, Chase Wheatley. Wheatley inbounds it ahead of Daniel Bell. Bell to the basket, up and good, and it's the first basket in the second quarter for the Rockridge Rockets. Bombers have held Rockridge to just 2 here in the second. Watson across the timeline for the Macomb Bombers. Out front is Carter Havens. Havens dribble drive, right corner is Kellen Martin. Martin in the lane, turnaround, toss up, right off the back iron and in. And Martin's got 6 on the night. Playing well for Macomb. 25-8. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Out front is Richard. To the basket, off the back iron, and no good for the Rockets. Daniel Bell and Drew Watson will take it the other way for Macomb. Watson drives in the lane, puts one up, no good. Kellen Martin trying to get his hand on it in the lane as well, missed it. He tapped into the hands of the Rockets, and they'll go the other way with it. 1:30 to play in the first half. Cade Furr with it. Dribble drive from the right corner, under some pressure. Stripped from him, and it's grabbed by Cooper Hobson and Kellen Martin for the Macomb Bombers. Martin to the left corner, finds Carter Havens, who will bury a three. 28-8. Carter Havens, second three ball of the second quarter for him tonight. And the Bombers lead up to 20. 1:03 to play in the first half, 28-8. Macomb in front of Rockridge. Right corner is Lucas McKay. Hayden Katz ups to pressure, and an offensive foul against the Rockets. Daniel Bell will be charged with that one, his first, team third. 28-8, 56 seconds to play in the first half. Havens to Watson, and they will cross the logo at mid-floor with 50 seconds to play in the first half. Cooper Hobson to the free throw line. Back out right corner, Watson. Dribble drive from Drew Watson. Under some pressure in the lane. Switches with Cooper Hobson. Hobson to put it out the back iron, missed it. 35 seconds to play in the first half. Rockets with it in the backcourt. They've been held to just 2 points in the second quarter. Corner three on the way. No good for Lucas McKay off the back iron. Knocked out of bounds and back to Macomb with 28.6 left on the clock. Isaac Lineball will come in. And Drew Watson will take a seat. Carter Havens will inbound for Macomb from the back baseline, from the backcourt into Hayden Katz. 25 seconds to play in the first half. It's 28-8. Macomb up by 20 in this non-conference matchup tonight here in Rockridge. 15 seconds to play. 28-8. Macomb in front. Martin now to Cooper Hobson in the right corner. Out to Katz. Kellen Martin, right corner three on the way. Buried it. First three of the night for Kellen Martin. 31-8, a half-court heave on the way. In and out, no good. Hit the rim, but it's no good. And the Macomb Bombers will head to the locker room with a 31-8 lead. And they hold Rockridge to just one basket in that second quarter. A really good offensive performance for the Macomb Bombers there in that second quarter. Big halftime lead, 31-8. We'll have the halftime numbers and more here from Rockridge. After this, you're watching Macomb Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial.
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth. Your future starts here at Spoon River College. With affordable tuition, flexible classes, and programs built for your goals, SRC helps you take the next step with confidence. Enroll today and join a community that supports your success. Spoon River College. Visit spoonrivercollege.edu or call 309-647-4645 to learn how to enroll today. Looking for your next ride? At Kunis Country of Macomb, we've got the selection, the service, and the savings you deserve, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between. Drive home today with confidence. Visit us on East Jackson Street or call 309-837-5757. Kunis Country of Macomb.
Back with you at Rockridge High School here in Taylor Ridge, Illinois. It's Macomb with a 31-8 lead here at the halftime break. Big first half offensively for the Bombers. Just about everything went their way. Nolan Hogue with 5 for Macomb, 8 for Drew Watson, 8 for Carter Havens, and our leading scorer tonight with 9 is Kellen Martin. Also adding a free throw is Nick Elby, 31 in total for Macomb. And then for Rockridge, Rylan Daly adds a 3-ball. Wade Richard adds a 3-ball, and then the basket from Daniel Bell. 12-6 Bombers after one, and it's 31-8 here at the halftime break. All Bombers in this one with 6 minutes left here in their halftime report. Macomb playing well, and obviously one of the goals for this Macomb team is to win out the rest of February as you head towards America's Original March Madness at the end of the month. So you look down the stretch here, you got South Fulton, you got IVC, you have Illini West, you have Camp Point in there. That'll probably be senior night. And then you have Payson and Monmouth Roseville to wrap things up. So the Bombers trying to win out the rest of the way and get into America's Original March Madness on a high note. So the Bombers, when they enter the regional, they'll be looking for a three-peat at the end of the month, 2 in a row, trying to make it 3 by the end of the month. So we'll see how it all turns out. 31-8. We're back with more from Rockridge after this. You're watching Macomb basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home. Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credits.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Back at Rockridge High School, getting set for second half action a little over 3 minutes from now. Again, upcoming for Macomb over the rest of the week. We go to Astoria to play South Fulton on Friday night. That's a conference game, and then we close the week on Saturday in Chillicothe for a game against Illinois Valley Central, IVC. IVC was a state tournament team the same year as Macomb, 2006. Jim Thornton, the head coach over there at that time, but they had a really, really good program over there in the mid-2000s, really dominant stretch of basketball, and played in the state tournament the same year as Macomb. Obviously, Macomb did end up getting beat by Pinckneyville by 14 in that state quarterfinal game. That was when the Elite Eight, you made the Elite Eight, you were at the state tournament, the two-class system, and Macomb lost to Pinckneyville. Dick Korn, the Hall of Fame head coach down there in Pinckneyville at the time. Pinckneyville beats Macomb in the Elite Eight in Carver Arena in Peoria. Before we get the second half underway, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for Station ID. This is Bomber basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
Thank Brian Barnhart for that. 2.5 till we get the second half underway here. The final shots up and warm-ups here for the Macomb Bombers, trying to finish out win number 17 on the year. There has not yet been a season in the 2020 decade where Macomb has not had a 20-win season. So we're on track to do it again this year. On track to do it again this year. This will be 17 tonight, and then chance to get to 19 by the end of the week, and then next week possibly 20. So you're trying to get back to that 20-win mark and in the regular season, and a good opportunity to do it over the next few weeks and then some. 31-8 here as the Bombers and the Rockets will get their final shots up. One final break. When we're back, second half action and play-by-play after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Your future starts here at Spoon River College. With affordable tuition, flexible classes, and programs built for your goals, SRC helps you take the next step with confidence. Enroll today and join a community that supports your success. Spoon River College. Visit spoonrivercollege.edu or call 309-647-4645 to learn how to enroll today.
You're watching Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Ready to get the second half underway here in Rockridge here tonight. 31-8, the Bombers in front here as we get the third quarter underway. Macomb girls basketball head coach Justin Elby in the house tonight, as well as girls basketball assistant coach Tyler Snyder. They're both in the house tonight. The Bombers' upcoming game for the girls, they'll play not this week, but next week. They're back at it Monday night in Lincoln, Illinois. So a lengthy road trip for the Lady Bombers, and they'll make the trip to Lincoln to play the state champions from just a couple of years ago. Of course, they had Chloe Froby on that team, and really talented group of young ladies. Go all the way to state and get that state title crown. So they'll make the trip to Lincoln on Monday night. Ready to get the second half underway here. Nolan Hogue will make the inbounds pass to Drew Watson in the backcourt. 31-8. The Bombers trying to close out win number 17 on the campaign here in Rockridge tonight. Hogue to inbound, Watson in the backcourt, and we're underway in the second half here in Taylor Ridge, Rockridge. Out on the front court, Isaac Lineball. Drive from Lineball, takes it to the hoop, puts it up from Hogue, missed it, tapped around. Hogue tried to do it twice, couldn't get it to go. Jordan Harris off the bench directing traffic for the Rockets. In the lane, layup up and good for Cade Furr. And the Rockets on the board first here as we get the second half underway. 31-10. Watson out there in front with Lineball and Hogue. 7:25 to play, just getting the third quarter started here in Rockridge. Right corner drive from Nolan Hogue. In the lane, puts up a floater, missed it, used every part of the rim. Rebound in the left corner for the Rockets and Rylan Daly. Ahead for the Rockets, now left corner is Wade Richard. Richard out in the front court for Rylan Daly, and the Rockets will run their offense. Dribble drive in the lane for Cade Furr, backs out. Out in the top now is Chase Wheatley. Wheatley switches with Richard, drives in left block, out top, three ball now, bang, it's good. 5-0 run for the Rockets. 31-13 now. Rylan Daly's got the three ball there, and a 5-0 run to start the quarter from Rockridge, out of bounds, and it will be Bomber basketball. 31-13, Macomb in front here on the road. 6:41 to play in the third quarter. Watson will get it in the backcourt and bring it up for the Macomb Bombers. Into the corner for Isaac Lineball. Out top is Nolan Hogue. Elby with it at the free throw line. Elby to Watson, top of the key. Watson to Elby in the lane. Put it out the back iron, and he's fouled. So that foul against the Rockets. Wade Richhart, his first, team first, and Elby will shoot the free throws for Macomb. First one up, nothing but net, and it's good. (32-13) Bombers. The second one for LB. He missed it. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Nolan Hogue in the lane. Back out in the corner is Isaac Lineball. Lineball looks for Hogue in the lane. I think it knocked out of bounds. It did. Out of bounds, and it will go back to Rockridge. Jordan Harris changes some things up at his lineup. 6:20 to play here in the third quarter. 32-13, Bombers in front. Chase Wheatley will bring it up into the front court for the Rockridge Rockets. 6:13 to play. 32-13, Macomb in front of the road. Out chop is McKay. Missed it. Rebound, Nolan Hogue. Bombers going to run with it. Line ball into the corner intended for Carter Havens. Intercepted by the Rockets, and it's out of bounds. And it will be Macomb basketball. Cross court, Nolan Hogue to take it out of bounds at the 6-minute mark of quarter number 3. Hogue on the inbound pass into the backcourt, and the clock will start running here. Watson will bring it up for the Macomb Bombers here. 5:54 to play in quarter number 3. 32-13, Macomb in front. Elby with it out top, now to the right corner, and they'll find Isaac Lineball. Watson with it. Dribble drive from Watson. In the lane for Hogue. Elby able to scoop it up, put it up, and missed it. Used every part of the rim. Rebound, Elby gets his own rebound. Tipped in by Hogue. Can't get it to go. 3 times and no, and the rebound to the Rockets. Carter Havens going to run after it, and it'll go out of bounds, and it will be Rocket basketball. 5:29 to play, third quarter. Slow start to the second half for both teams here after that dominant run in the first half by the Macomb Bombers. Inbound pass intercepted by the Bombers. Nolan Hogue grabs it midair to Lineball, trying to go all the way in the distance. Scoring a foul and one for Isaac Lineball. Count it. And he'll get a free throw for a chance to make the three-point play. Ryland Daly with the foul to be his second. And Lineball will have a chance to complete the three-point play here. Up and good. 35-13, Macomb leading the Rockets here. Out top for Chase Wheatley. Right corner is Lucas McKay. McKay in the right corner with it. At the right block. Stolen away by the Bombers. Nolan Hogue trying to go all the way. Lays it up and in. 37-13. 4:50 to play here, quarter number 3. Chase Wheatley out top with it for the Rockets with Trevor McKeague. Daniel Bell out in the front with it. Ahead to Wheatley. Wheatley out top. Rockets winding down a little bit of clock here. 4:25 to play here. Third quarter, Macomb with the extended lead over the Rockets, 37-13. Left corner is Lucas McKay. McKay with it, drives free throw line. Back out top for the Rockets. Dribble drive in the lane. Back left corner for Daly. Rockets left, reset again. That's Chase Wheatley out front as we hit the 4-minute mark of quarter number 3. McKay with it. Right corner. In the lane now, back left for Wheatley for 3, missed it. Rebound Bombers. Isaac Lineball gets tangled up in a foul called against the Rockets. So that foul will be against Lucas McKay. His first, team third. And out of bounds for the Macomb Bombers. Havens will inbound to Watson here. 3:49 to play in the third quarter. Watson across the midcourt logo with it. 3:40 to play in the third quarter. Hobson out there at the top of the key. Corner is Watson. In the lane to Hogue to put it up and in for the Bombers. 39-13. The Bombers keep on rolling here as we near the end of the third quarter. Out of bounds there by the Rockets, and it will be Macomb basketball from the backcourt. Nolan Hogue to inbound, and Watson will bring it up for the Macomb Bombers here. 3:20 to play in the third quarter. 39-13, Macomb leading the way. Havens in the lane, can't get it to go. Rebound, Rockridge. They'll go from right to left with it. Furr. In the lane now is Wilkerson. Stripped away from him by Hobson. Stolen away once again by the Rockets for a layup. Up and in, Daniel Bell. 39-15. Bell's got 4 on the night. And the Bombers will take it back here. Watson swatted out of his hands. Rebound, Rockets in the lane. 2:45 to play third quarter. 39-13. Out top is Cade Furr. Left court, Levi Hoover. 2:35 to play, quarter number 3. Max Furr with it. Out front, now Wilkerson. 2:20 to play in the third quarter. Stolen away by the Bombers. Nolan Hogue on the fast break. Puts it up and in, slams it. Big game tonight from Hogue. And the Bombers will keep on rolling here. 41-15 and a foul in the lane. I believe that's going to be on Hogue. Be Macomb's first team foul of the third quarter. And it will be. So his first, team first as well. 2 free throws for Wilkerson. First one up, no good off the front of the rim, and Hayden Katz will return for Macomb, in for Carter Havens. So Wilkerson with one more free throw here, 2:05 to play in the third quarter. Second one up, missed it. Used every part of the rim. Rebound, Nolan Hogue from the left block. And the Bombers will reset from the backcourt. Martin to Watson, 1:55 to play here. Chance to get a running clock here in the fourth quarter. With 1:50 left, 41-15. Bombers in front of the Rockridge Rockets. Hogue in the lane to put it up and in. 43-15. Big third quarter for Hogue. 8 points alone in the third quarter. 13 altogether. In the lane for the Rockets, and a foul against Macomb. Martin will pick up his first, team's second, and Daniel Bell will shoot the free throws. First free throw up and good for Daniel Bell. .135 to play, quarter number 3. 43-16, Macomb in front. The second one up, got it. 43-17, 2 of 2 for Daniel Bell. And the Bombers will take it back here. Katz at the top of the key. At the free throw line is Nolan Hogue. Back out top for Drew Watson. Watson will drive. Back out, Kellen Martin and Hayden Katz. 1:20 to go. Watson, corner 3 on the way. Missed it. Rebound in the lane for the Rockridge Rockets, Daniel Bell. Ahead to Cade Furr, and the Bombers back on defense with 1:09 to play. Out top, Daniel Bell with it to Levi Hoover. 1 minute to play here in quarter number 3. Floater, no good, and with foul. Pushing from the back. Be Hayden Katz, his first team third. And Cade Furr will shoot the free throws for the Rockets. 60 seconds to play in the third quarter. First one up and good. 43-18. The second one up, and he missed it. In and out, no good, around the rim. Rebound Watson, 55-1 to play in the third quarter. 43-18, Macomb in front on the road tonight. Hogue at the top of the key. Now in the corner is Katz. In the lane to Kellen Martin, and he's fouled. The Rockridge's 14th foul of the quarter. Wilkerson, he'll pick up his second, team fourth. .40 seconds to play in the third quarter. Corner three for Drew Watson, missed it. Rebound Lucas McKay and the Rockridge Rockets. Ahead in the lane now for Wyatt Ryan. Floater on the way, missed it. Rebound Rockets, Wilkerson in the lane. 28 seconds to play, out of bounds. And what do we got? Bomber basketball. 28-4 to play in quarter number three. .20 seconds to play in quarter number three. Watson across the 10-second line with it. Hayden Katz now top of the key. Cooper Hobson and Kellen Martin. 15 seconds to play here. Martin with it. Out top, Watson for three. Yes! Watson will drain it. And a flop warning against Macomb. 46-18, 8 seconds left. Nolan Hogue to fire a three off the back iron and no good at the buzzer. And that is the end of quarter number three. 46-18, 1 quarter to play after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Protect what matters most with Pumo Insurance Agency. Serving Macomb since 1953, they offer auto, home, commercial, and even farm coverage. Visit them at 19 Eastside Square or call 309-833-4194. Pumo Insurance. Experience you can count on.
At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
You're watching Macomb Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
Fourth quarter about to get underway. The Rockridge dance and cheer team introduced in between the quarter. As we get the fourth quarter underway, both those teams did qualify for the IHSA state tournament, so congratulations to those two ball clubs, or to the cheer and dance team rather, here in Rockridge. So best of luck to them this weekend. 8 minutes to play here. The fourth quarter underway here in Rockridge. 46-18 Macomb. About ready to pick up win number 17 on the year in 8 minutes' time. Out top for the Rockets, Wyatt Ryan. They'll move things around here in the lane from the left block. Floater from Ryan, missed it. Rebound to Kellen Martin and the Macomb Bombers. One basket away and we'll have a running clock. Corner is Kellen Martin. Out top, Cooper Hobson. In the lane to Elby. Swatted away, gets his own rebound, puts it up and in, scoring a foul. And that will make it 48-18 and a first foul against the Rockridge Rockets. So Elby will have a chance to complete the three-point play there. That foul against Wyatt Ryan, 33, his first, team first. And Elby will get his one and only free throw. This to complete the three-point play on the way. Got it. 49-18, and the clock will start running. Running clock the rest of the way. 49-18, Macomb in front of the Rockridge Rockets here on the road. 6:50 to play in the contest. From the backcourt, the Rockets will bring it up. Cameron Wilkerson into the front court. Rockets will move things around here. Left corner 3 on the way for Furr. Missed it. Rebound Hayden Katz. Hayden Katz will bring it up and switch with Martin back to Katz out at the midcourt logo. 6:20 to play in the fourth quarter. Hayden Katz to Cooper Hobson and Conley out there. 6:10 to go. Right corner drive for Martin to the basket. Up. No foul called. Tapped around. And it will stay with Macomb. 5:57 to play in the ball game. Out of bounds for Kellen Martin. He'll inbound to Elby. Out top to Hayden Katz. Corner 3 on the way for Kellen Martin. Got it. Nothing but net. Kellen Martin buries it. Puts it in. 52-18. The Bombers in front with 5.5 to play in quarter number 4. They're going to change that. Instead of a 3, it's going to be a long 2. Corner 3 now for Martin. That's definitely a 3. Missed it. In and out, no good. Rebound out front to LB. Katz to Martin for 3. Off the front of the rim and no good. 5 minutes to go in the ball game. And the Rockets will take it back the other way. Cade Furr out in the front court, 51-18 to Wilkerson. Now left corner to Levi Hoover. Drive in the lane, knocked out. Will be saved by the Rockets into the hands of Conley. Going the other way. Conley on the fast break will stop things up. Fire a 3. No good. Rebound in the lane to Kellen Martin to put it up. Missed it. Hobson now up, scoring a foul. Count it. And 1. 53-18. Wilkerson will be charged with the foul to be his third, team's second. 4 minutes left in the ball game. No Sports Corner at 1:24 post-game report interview tonight after this one. We're going to get on the road tonight and out of here quickly following the game. So quick finish for this one, and then we're going to hop on the road and make the trek back to Bomber Country. So no coaches interview tonight following this one. Off the rim there for Cooper Hobson, no good on the three-point play, and the rebound to Rockridge. 3:50 to play in the ball game. Corner 3 on the way, good. From Cade Furr. And it's 53-21. 3:40 to go. Elby knocked out of bounds, and it'll be back to Rockridge. 3:30 to play. 53-21. Macomb in front. From the backcourt, Ryland Daly. Out top is Levi Hoover. Hoover to the right corner for Ryland Daly. 3:15 to play in the ball game. Daly out top now is Max Furr and Cade Furr, and a foul against Macomb.
Foul call on Macomb's number 3, Nick Elby, his second, team first.
.250 to go in the contest. Out of bounds for the Rockridge Rockets. 53-21. Fourth quarter. Back front court for Cade Furr. 2:40 to play. And it'll be Macomb basketball. .220 to go here. Katz will bring it up across the midcourt timeline. 53-21. Conley out top of the key. Switches with Kellen Martin. Katz with it. Drive from Katz out to Conley. Conley drives, puts one up, no good. Put back, second try, got it.
2-point basket, Conley.
So Z Conley puts it up and in. 1:50 to go in the ball game now. 55-21 Bombers. Ball comes loose in the lane, knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Macomb basketball. Now they're actually going to say last touch by Macomb. They're going to give it to Rockridge, 1:31 to play. Rockets will take it out. Out to the top of the key for Furr. He'll switch with Daly. 1:20 to go in the ball game. Out top is Cade Furr. Left corner is Hoover for three. In the lane, put up, no good for Wyatt Ryan, and the Bombers will take it back from our left to right. 60 seconds to play in the contest. Kellen Martin with the free throw line. Back right corner is Conley with it. Out top is Cooper Hobson. 50 seconds to play in the ball game. Katz with it. Out top is Nick Elby. Elby to Kellen Martin. Corner is Conley. 40 seconds to play here. Conley tried to go to the basket. Couldn't get a shot off of the Bombers, and it will be Rockridge basketball with 30 seconds left. So 25 seconds left in this ball game. The Rockets will bring it up. And Macomb is going to pick up their 17th win of their season. They'll improve to 17-7. With just a couple of weeks left in the regular season. 2 more to play this week. Floater there, an air ball, no good, and Kellen Martin will grab the rebound, and the Bombers will wind out the clock here in a 55-21 victory here tonight on the road in Rockridge. That'll do it. 55-21 in the 17th win of the Macomb Bombers campaign. That will do it tonight from Rockridge. Macomb 17-7 on their campaign, and they win it tonight, 55-21. That'll do it from Rockridge. We'll see you Friday night in Astoria. Good night, and go Bombers.